Hello everyone, I am back with another lesson of estimation of a building. Welcome to my channel Engineering Network. In this lesson I am going to show you how to estimate the RCC work for slab and lintel and also the PCC work in a foundation. But before we start, if you are new here, please subscribe to my channel and click on this small bell icon so that you will get notified on my each update. Let's start. In my previous lesson, I find out the various component that is used in plaster, which is quantity of cement, number of cement bags, and also fine aggregate. In today's lesson, I am going to find out the reinforced cement concrete for slab and lintel, and also for PCC as well. So let's start here with the RCC for slab. The ratio that I will choose is 1:2:4 here. 1 is for cement, 2 is for fine aggregate, and 4 is for coarse aggregate. The weight quantity for RCC slab is 381.0313 cubic feet. I already find out in my previous lesson. If I check the Excel sheet that I have prepare, here the RCC work for slab is 381.0313 cubic feet. Okay, so I just simply copy it from here and paste it right here. Now the dry quantity is 154% of the weight quantity. We already know that. So 154 divided by 100 multiplied by 381.0313, which is equal to 586.7 cubic feet. Now this next I find out the sum of the ratio, which is 1 plus 2 plus 4, which is equal to 7. Here to find out the quantity of cement, the ratio for cement is 1. Here 1 is for cement, so 1 divided by sum of ratio multiplied by dry quantity of this RCC slab. So I will get the quantity of cement 83.82 cubic feet. Now to find out the number of cement bag that is used in this particular RCC slab, so we know the volume of one cement bag, which is 1.25 cubic feet. So divide this quantity of cement by the volume of one cement bag, you will get the number of cement bag, which is 67 bags. Okay, here the fine aggregate quantity is 2 divided by 7, and this ratio 2 is fine aggregate, 7 is the sum of ratio. Multiply it with the dry quantity of RCC slab, you will get the quantity of this fine aggregate. And we know that we know that in market you will not get the fine aggregate in cubic feet, you will get it in sacra, and 1 sacra is 100 cubic feet. So simply just divide this value by 100 and you will get the fine aggregate quantity in sacra, which is 1.65. right? Now for a coarse aggregate, 4 divided by 7, 4 is in this ratio, 4 is for coarse aggregate and 7 is the sum of ratio. Multiply it with dry quantity of RCC, you will get the quantity of a coarse aggregate. Now here the main thing that they differ the RCC slab from PCC is steel. In RCC we use steel, and in PCC we do not use any steel. Here the steel in RCC slab is 1%, because ACI says that the steel in slab column, beams and footing is from 1% to 8%. You have to take it in this range. You cannot take the steel greater than 8% of the total quantity of RCC slab. Okay, so here I take 1%, so 1 divided by 100 multiplied by weight. Here you will use the weight quantity of steel, because steel is used in weight concrete. Okay, so weight quantity of this RCC slab is 381.031. Here you can easily, so here I will get the quantity of steel in cubic feet, which is 3.81 CFT. Now in market, if you want to buy some steel, you cannot get it in cubic feet. You will get it in by its weight in pounds or in kgs. Okay, or in tons as well. So here what I will do here is to convert this cubic feet, I will just simply multiply it with the specific weight of the steel, which is a 490 pound per cubic feet. So 3.81 multiplied by 490, I will get the weight of this steel in pounds, which is 1867 pound. And to convert this pound in kgs, I already know that 1 pound, here I will just do the simple calculation. 1 pound is equal to 0.45 kg, so 1867 pound is equal to, let's say, x kg. So by doing simple cross multiplication, I will get the quantity of this steel is in kg, which is 840 kg. Okay, so the steel that is used in RCC, in that particular RCC slab, is 480 kgs. Now coming here for RCC lintel, the ratio for RCC lintel will be same as for slab 1:2:4. Weight quantity of RCC slab is 18.75 cubic feet. I have already find it out in my previous lesson. If you check it here, the in the Excel sheet that I prepare in my previous lesson, the RCC work for lintel is 18.75 cubic feet. Okay, so this is the weight quantity. Dry quantity is 154% of the weight quantity, so 154 divided by 100 multiplied by weight quantity, which is 18.75, and I will get the dry quantity of our lentil, which is 28.87 CFT. Now next I will take the sum of the ratio, which is 7, and find out similarly the number of cement bags and fine aggregate and coarse aggregate, just as I did it for a slab. Okay, you just have to change the dry quantity here. Okay, and the only thing that is different here is the steel quantity. Here I take steel quantity 0.8%. Keep in mind that you cannot take the same quantity of steel for slab as for a lintel. And lintel you will use little amount of steel, because the only function of lintel is it transfer the loads which is coming from slab beams on the openings, and transfer it to the side brickwork. So you just have to add the little amount of steel and lintel. I take here 0.8% of the total quantity of RCC lintel, so I get the quantity of steel is 0.15 CFT. Convert this into pounds, multiply it with specific weight of the steel, which is 490 pound per cubic feet, so I'll get 73.5 pounds of steel which that is being used in this RCC lintel. Okay, so convert this pound into kg, multiply it with 0.45. Here I just did a simple calculation. I get the steel that is being used in the RCC lintel, 33.0507 kg. Okay, so here the RCC work is done for this lesson. First part of this lesson is done. Now for coming back to the second part, which is PCC, estimation of PCC. For PCC, the which is being used in the foundation, the first layer after excavation, the weight quantity for this PCC is 284.5313 CFT. I already find out this quantity in my previous lesson. And if you check this Excel sheet that I have prepared, here the PCC quantity, here the total quantity of PCC is 284.5313 CFT. This quantity is basically the weight quantity of PCC. Okay, so I just simply copy it from here and paste it right here, and the dry quantity will be same as 154% of the weight quantity, so 154 divided by 100 multiplied by 284.5313, and you will get the dry quantity of that PCC. Now take sum of the ratio, which is equal to 1 plus 3 plus 6. Here the ratio that I have selected for PCC is 1:3:6. 1 is for cement, 3 is for fine aggregate, and 6 is for coarse aggregate. So the sum of ratio is equal to 10. Now the quantity of cement is 1 divided by 10 multiplied by 483.17, and I will get the quantity of cement, which is 43.81 CFT. Now to calculate the number of cement bags, we know the volume of one cement bag 1.25, so just simply divide this quantity of cement by volume of one cement bag, and you will get the number of cement bag, which is 35 cement bags will be used in this particular PCC. Okay, now for fine aggregate, 3 divided by 10 multiplied by dry quantity of PCC, you will get the quantity of fine aggregate in Sankara. And also for coarse aggregate, 6 divided by 10 multiplied by 438.17, you will get the quantity in cubic feet, 262.9 CFT coarse aggregate. So if you are constructing any building, or you want to estimate a building, the RCC work and PC work of a building, you just have to follow th- this simple procedure and find out your estimation of RCC and PCC. So guys, if you like my video, please click on like button, comment, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Until then, it's a goodbye. See you in next lesson.